Good morning, everyone. Big welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. Beautiful spring morning to be together. I'm Sarah Benson. This is Doug and Yvette. We're going to start you off with a couple of songs. I invite you to stand if that's comfortable. We'll sing.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Bonnie, the community spiritual leader here, and it's great to see everyone. Welcome to everybody online and all of you on YouTube later. We're so grateful to have you here. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living here in the heart of Las Cruces, where our vision is a world in loving partnership for the good of all. I want to welcome those of you who are visiting for the first time. I know we've handed out a few packets. Welcome back to some of you who haven't been here for a while. It's great to see everyone. Please be sure to read our newsletter if you want in-depth knowledge of what's going on here. We now have that interactive thing on our website as well, where you can go to the calendar and click on what's happening and get all the details, so don't forget about that. And if you are new and you want to get the newsletter, fill out the little square thing that gets your information collected on it, and we will add you to the e-newsletter. It comes in your email. Today, after the service, we have our potluck and town hall meeting, and then the board is going to stay and have a board meeting. We're just all about meetings today. You're welcome to stay if you'd like. Of course, stay for potluck no matter what. The treasure sale is coming up. As you might have seen, we're already collecting things. It will be Saturday, April 26th. We are in need of more donations, but they do keep coming. And we are accepting them through the 24th. Pricing and setting up will take place on the 25th. And then we also accept great help on the 26th to set up early in the morning, get everything ready to go, and to work the sale. Janice waved for us. She's coordinating this whole thing. We thank her. And so let her know if you're able to help in any of those capacities. She's also here during the week, so talk to her about when you could come help her sort and pack and price, and they're organizing everything in advance. There's also a card sale going on in the bookstore, so check out those beautiful cards. There are discounted prices in there. And be sure to mark your calendar. We're gearing up for our annual meeting, which is May 18th after the service. We need a quorum to hold the meeting. We've never had a problem getting one, but I am encouraging all of our members for sure to be there because we need a quorum of our membership in order to carry out that annual meeting. So please come and attend. If you're not a member, it's okay. You can join between now and then, or you can come and voice your opinions. That's fine. You just can't vote. So if you'd like to vote, you're ready to join up. And today, speaking of joining, we have 4 new members joining us today. We are so excited. Yes. So, yay. We have that joyous occasion of formally welcoming 4 new members to the Center for Spiritual Living here in the heart of Las Cruces. So what does it mean to become a member? It is a commitment to spiritual growth in an atmosphere of freedom to grow spiritually at your own pace and to evolve your own working philosophy of ideas and beliefs. It is a commitment to building a life of joy, ease, and love in an environment where we recognize and embrace the importance of spiritual community in supporting and empowering our personal journey. What naturally follows is the growth of our center. And look at this today. It's fabulous. You guys look wonderful out there. It's an affirmation of alignment with the philosophy and teachings of science of mind. It is an open statement in one's belief that their spiritual center is of great value personally. It is having a sense of ownership in our center and expressing that ownership through sharing of time, talent, and treasure, and recognizing that they are doing this. So we are so grateful for that. Well, our board president is home today, so our board vice president is here. Please stand and join me. And our new members, please come up. Yvette Trujillo, Belinda Hosier, Nancy Knickerbocker, and Steve Ellie. Please come forward. Come stand up here on the platform. Okay. So, yay. This is both a joyous occasion and a contemplative one. By choosing to become a member of this center, you are making a commitment to grow spiritually and to focus this growth in fulfilling your dreams. For this is a place that believes that the spiritual power we seek already lives within us, eager to be discovered and expressed. Do you declare your commitment to grow spiritually and express this growth in fulfilling your dreams? You have each responded to the call of Spirit, whose desire it is to express its greatness and magnificence through you and to grow and expand our spiritual community. You are living proof that Spirit has a desire. When Spirit has a desire, its creation automatically responds. You are the living, breathing demonstration of God in action here at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. In the words of our friend and founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, the essence of our teaching is, all is God or Spirit, and God or Spirit is all there is. As you believe, so it is done unto you. Our duty in life is to love and live fully. And when you change your thinking, you change your life. By becoming a member, you are committing yourself to further exploring this universal truth. This pathway that Ernest Holmes chose to call religious science, or the science of mind, a teaching that is now known through its Centers for Spiritual Living. Do you declare your commitment to study and the application of this universal truth teaching as you come to understand it? By becoming a member, you are helping to make a difference in the world, and you are joining with like-minded people all over the world who share a common vision. You are joining people of all faiths that fully embody this universal truth shared across all religions, ancient and new. The Center for Spiritual Living here in Las Cruces is a place where people grow, and we do that by teaching and practicing the universal spiritual principles captured in the science of mind, and we live our vision, a world and loving partnership for the good of all. Do you support this vision? Our desire is to live life fully and consciously through inspiration, education, spiritual community, and service. We do this through the 5 main spiritual principles: receptive prayer or meditation, affirmative prayer or spiritual mind treatment, spiritual study, service, and conscious giving. Do you support and hold in your heart the desire to live life fully in this way? We are a spirit-centered community of light, love, and laughter that honors and celebrates the many paths of God. We celebrate the diversity of all people, of all religions, and all walks of life. Do you support and celebrate life in this way? Please sign our membership book as she gives you a rose. Yes. Well, let them sign first. Yes, and their name tag. The rose symbolizes your inherent beauty and divinity, and then you get your name tag as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. Stay up here. You still have more to go. So in case you don't know, that was Yvette. This is Belinda. This is Nancy. And Steve. I put in a few extra just so you all know there's more room to join. So you now have the rights and responsibilities of voting members of our spiritual community. We encourage you to attend the annual meeting, our business meeting, to cast your vote and support our vision in sessions that we have as we move forward to contribute to the overall vision and direction of the center. And so now to you as the community, please stand as you are able. Do you agree to be these new members' spiritual family, to welcome them and support them on this journey to which they have just committed? Thank you. So in recognition of the commitment that you have made to your spiritual growth and to the growth of our center, it is our joy to welcome you into our spiritual family. You're going to make me cry. So now please join each other. Welcome your new members. Now you can go down and get... Oh, wait, did you get pictures, Edie? You got pictures? All right, good. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. We're so excited to have you here. And now we turn it over to our practitioner in service.
Hi, I'm Beth, the practitioner in service today. Welcome, everybody. That was very exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got new members. Woo-hoo. We believe in the power of prayer, which we call spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. Please fill out a prayer request, which can be found in the pockets behind your chairs, if you would like us to say a prayer. And sorry, every week, the practitioners from the various 4 churches meet, and they say they pray for you. We pray for you, okay? And I've noticed that things have worked, so it's true. When you fill out said paper, please put it either in the offering plate or there's a box back there that you can put it in. You can also use our prayer request button on the website, of which there is no button. I looked myself, and on the little menu on the left, the prayer request there's a link for the prayer request there, if you would like to put in a prayer request. Okay. Our prayer team of practitioners, as I said, and ministers from the 4 local thought community pray with you in regard to your request. In addition, should you have something you would like a quick prayer treatment for, after the service, practitioners wearing stoles will be around the room to provide this service for you. And please fill out a gratitude card if there's anything that you're grateful for. Anyway, now is the time for song, silence, and prayer.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do, you're a blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the world.
God is light, God is love. It is everywhere through us all, as we are all part of this one we call light and love, this one we call God. And so it is. This morning's reading is from this month's Science of Mind magazine. And I actually skipped and read this because I read them in order. So it's As the Lily Bursts into Bloom by Swati Singh. Our transformations happen beneath the surface. The long nights and quiet moments of introspection, the seemingly small decisions to try again, rediscovering our faith and belief in ourselves, even when it seems that there is no end in the dark sky. Add to this the mixture Add to that mixture tons of patience and unseen pain. And the combination leads you to a flowering in the future. We cannot force growth. We can create the right conditions for it. We can enrich the soil to our lives with nutrients of love, purpose, and connection with our inner self. We should ask ourselves, what am I missing? What do I need to add to my life? Wisdom, care, rest, balance, to truly bloom. Once we find our answer and pour our energy into the right places, we must let go and trust the rhythm and allow the journey to unfold. In the end, a flower's bloom is not just the result of nutrients and strength, and nutrients or sunlight. It also signifies the unwavering faith that some of the most beautiful outcomes in life are worth waiting for, and so it is.
All right. Give Yvette a welcome. She's going to do our specials today. Yay!
Good morning, everybody. My name is Yvette Trujillo, and I'm a member. It is a dry day.
I don't like it when my music blows on the floor, so.
Let's do it. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. The dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, blue birds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Beautiful. Well, just in case you don't know, that was Yvette Trujillo. A little bit about her. She has been a devoted student of New Thought Principle for over 25 years, finding her spiritual home with the Centers of Spiritual Living Community since 1998. A lifelong musician, she weaves music into her ministry, as we can see, knowing its power to open hearts and lift spirits. As a licensed spiritual practitioner since 2014, she has served and spoken in communities across New Mexico and Washington State, always guided by a deep calling to reveal the wholeness, loving kindness, and compassion within us all. Now, in the final stretch of her ministerial studies, she steps forward with an even deeper commitment to spiritual service, and she is now ours here at the Center for Spiritual Living. She is our, what do we call you, Associate Director of Spiritual Operations. Isn't that a great title? Please welcome Yvette Trujillo.
I mean, if you can make up your title, why not? Oh, okay. So first of all, I have to go. Woo, hello. It's hot in here. I have to call out that Will Kilroy is here today. He is a board member, and he directed this fantastic musical that my wife Belinda and I went to see on Friday, The Prom. It was magnificent. So I'm sure you were there last night again. Sergio, were you there again last night? Okay, so just on Friday. But wow, you're here this morning. Thank you for your commitment, because that's a lot of work, and it was fantastic. If there's still tickets left, go see it, because it is fantastic. So much fun, and also just touches your heart. It's my name, but I need to take it off. Okay. Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to be here with you. I feel fantastic today, which is a big shift. I was in here yesterday with Sarah rehearsing, and Sarah was like, oh, you look a little tired. So, for those of you who don't know, Belinda and I, is this good, Bob? Are we good? Okay. So, Belinda and I are moving here. So, we're selling our house in Albuquerque. Yeah, and we've got buyers. We close in less than a week, 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, right? We close in less than 2 weeks, which means then that we will be here. Yeah, we don't know where we're gonna be. We don't know so we had a house and we were all excited. I'm like, oh my God, I've been doing up my prayer and my house is closing in Albuquerque and then my house is closing here and it's all so fantastic. And then we got the inspection back. You know, we're not closing here. And it's really tempting when you are in the midst of something that's challenging, especially when you're like, oh my gosh, like I've been doing something right. Because it's all happening and unfolding to then when you hit a bump in the road to say, oh, shoot, then is there maybe something wrong that I'm doing? It's real tempting. It's real tempting. So, here's the thing I know, is that sometimes life can feel like a nightmare that we can't wake up from. Now, that's really dramatic for our experience. I'm not saying that us not having the house to move into when we arrive here in Las Cruces, that that's necessarily a nightmare. You, however, may be experiencing a nightmare that you feel like you can't wake up from in your personal life, in different areas of your life, who knows? Right? Or you may have had that experience in the past. So, what happens when we feel like we're in a nightmare that we can't wake up from? One of the things that I know happens to me, and has happened to me very recently, yesterday, is that we spiral into the worst case scenarios. Right? It's really easy to go down that path when you start to see evidence of something that you make mean something bigger. It's really easy. And positive thinking is not always easy to access in those moments, right? We say change your thinking, change your life. But what we don't do is a spiritual bypass. If you have feelings that are hard, that are sad, that are angry, that are frustrated, all of these things that we might call negative, it's really important that we honor our emotions. Not, dark nights of the soul exist, right? And if you've lived a minute, you know that. Hard times have come, and hard times have gone. So we know that from our history. but we want to honor our emotions. So what happens oftentimes is that we have the feeling coming up, right? And if we've been in these rooms, sometimes we're like, oh, okay, gotta think positive. God is all there is. Everything works out for my good all the time. And it's true. It's true. But when I'm in that experience of frustration or fear, I can't access that God is all there is. I can't. I've been doing this for 25 years. So allowing ourselves to have the arc of our emotional experience is really important, right? Feel the feeling. It will peak. It will. And if you are allowing it to flow, it will resolve. Some of the challenges that we face is when we're like, oh, no, I can't think that way. I can't feel that way. And then you like elongate the experience because you just didn't allow the arc. You just didn't allow the arc. We don't want to do spiritual bypassing. What if instead of trying to fix the moment, the nightmare, the frustration, the fear, what we did is we simply lifted our gaze. So, Beyond the Horizon is the title of my talk today. Somewhere over the rainbow, beyond the horizon. Yeah, you see the connection. Thank you, Sarah, for the last minute. I'm like, how did I not see this before? I got to sing this song. So there's always something beyond this moment. You have evidence of that throughout your life. The hard moments have resolved, right? So there's always something beyond the moment, even if we can't see it clearly right now. So what if we are not broken? I'm scared. I'm contracting. I'm angry. What if that's not something that's broken that we need to fix, but instead we're just mid-creation? Does that change your feeling about it at all? You might not be able to get there now, but just sit with it. Sit with it. Maybe you're just mid-creation. Y'all know about a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, right? Caterpillar, chrysalis, turns into goo, completely goes into bleh, and then comes out the beautiful butterfly, right? I'm in the goo right now. I have my house sold, hallelujah. I'm no longer a caterpillar, but I don't yet have a new home, so I'm not a butterfly yet. And the space of being in the chrysalis and being unformed goo is super uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. Have compassion for if you are finding yourself frustrated, angry, in the middle of what was and what might be, what could be, and you're in that middle place, it's uncomfortable. And you might feel all those things. It's okay. You're not less spiritual. You're not less holy. One of my minister friends says that her halo is wrapped around her ankles most of the time. Our attention matters, right? So we're having these experiences. Normal. Life might be crazy for you right now. If that's so, the wonky, ooky, gooey middle, it's normal to feel bleh. I need better words. However, our attention matters. So let's dive into a little quantum physics, shall we? So what they found is that the act of observing something can actually change what happens. Now, we talk about that in these rooms all the time, in Centers for Spiritual Living and in New Thought centers all over the world. Change your thinking, change your life, right? So, but we're talking about quantum physics now. So our attention shapes our reality. So the first part of this is called superposition. Superposition. That is the concept that says every possibility exists right now. Every single possibility, every single outcome, every single emotion exists right now. Whether it's hope, fear, failure, love, all are real potential. But what happens is when we turn our attention to one, it collapses. into that experience. That's called collapse. So when we focus on one reality, especially one rooted in really big feelings, anybody feeling some really big feelings these days? Maybe, right? Really big feelings, then we collapse into that vision. That's the one we choose. Did you know that you're choosing? But when we focus our on a higher possibility, on something that is a more positive experience, right? I don't want to say good or bad because it's all God, but a more positive experience, so joy, possibility, love, hope, then it collapses into that new pathway, right? That is the new reality that we begin to move on. So where we place our energy, our attention, and our focus matters, right? And it's not just the woo-woo, yay, change your thinking, change your life. Where you focus your attention, this is quantum physics. This is being proven. So what happens? Sometimes when we are in the midst of hard, when we are in the midst of challenging, especially when we're in the midst of challenging on a larger scale, it becomes more challenging to shift ourselves into that new choice, to collapse into love, hope, possibility, right? It's more challenging. I grew up on a farm, and getting to our house, you drove on a long dirt road, and lots of treads, whether it's fields, alfalfa fields, onion, I lived on a pecan orchard, so lots of tractors travel the road, and when it rains, the ruts in the road get really deep. And if you've ever driven on a dirt road with deep ruts, you're like, don't let me get over there. Don't let me. And then what happens? Ka-dunk. And you're like, I can't get out of here. I'm driving sideways because I'm in the rut. So when we have a story that we're telling, when we're having a big experience, and when we have collapsed into something that is less positive, something that is less life-giving, it can be really challenging to get ourselves, more challenging to get out of that rut, right? You can visualize that? But we don't need to do it alone. Thank goodness. Right? Sometimes that story is so well worn that it's hard to get out. We don't have to do it alone. This is where spiritual community comes into play. So let me share with you a little story about Jen and the lantern walk. So Jen is this woman who it's late autumn. This is the darkest season of her life. She is grieving. She is really overwhelmed and hurting. And she's also feeling really disconnected. So in her spiritual community, she heard about a lantern walk, a silent lantern walk that they were doing at dusk. And she didn't want to be in conversation with people because this is a really hard time for her. So the silent part of that was really appealing. So she went, people gathered with these little small paper lanterns at dusk, and they walked quietly through a field. And no one said anything. All you could hear were light footsteps. And as the sky darkened, the lanterns began to glow more brightly. There was something about the quiet presence of others, the soft crunch of leaves underfoot, and those flickering lights that held her gently. No one tried to fix her. No one told her to cheer up. They just walked beside her. And in that sacred shared silence, something cracked open for her. Not full healing, not yet, but enough of a shift that she could breathe again, enough to remember that the story wasn't over, that something beautiful might still lie ahead, even if she couldn't see it yet. So I've worked in a lot of startup companies, and I help companies make shifts culturally. I do all kinds of fun things in small startups. It's a lot of fun because they go through a lot of challenging times. But one of the things that I would do is I would help onboard an organization into a new system. Let's say, for example, Salesforce. Right? So when you are onboarding an organization into that kind of a system, you first have a sandbox. And what that is that you can go in, people can go into that system and play. And you don't have to worry. You're not going to break it. This is the sandbox. In fact, we want you to go and try and mess things up because that teaches us something about what we need, right? And so you can go into the system, into Salesforce, and click here and click there and copy and paste and do this thing and the other thing, all in a really safe environment. You can test out new ideas. It's an experimental space. What if this community was your spiritual sandbox? Our spiritual sandbox. What if this community, Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces, was your spiritual sandbox? A place to explore new visions, to try new thoughts, and to practice living at a higher vibration. We learn lots of things, right? We get lots of tools for our toolbox in here. What if we used this community as a place to practice that? So here we sit and we listen and I say stuff and hopefully something, makes sense. But the actual living and doing is when we're engaged with each other, whether you're in a class or you're out there in the social hall or you're volunteering. Right? Those are the spaces where you get to practice. What if this was our spiritual sandbox? Practice living at a higher vibration. And we don't have to get it right. We just have to play. We just have to try because we all know we're playing the same game. We all know that we're in the sandbox. Just show up and be open. So one of the really cool ways that we can begin the process that spiritual communities and that Michael Beckwith came up with, actually, he is a spiritual leader of Agape out in California and does lots of big things, is visioning. Visioning is really powerful. So I'm actually really loving visualization because I'm a control freak. So there's a distinction. If I am doing visualization, I am creating the picture. Now I am spirit in form. God is expressing through me, but I also have limiting thoughts and ideas. Let me tell you how much that's showing up when I'm trying to find a new house. It should look like this, and I have to have that, and where's the pool? And what do you mean, honey, we can't spend that much money? What do you mean? So lots of ideas, lots of limiting beliefs, but I really enjoy building the picture. However, let's go ahead of that and talk about visioning, which is sitting and being receptive to the highest possibility of this community in this practice, right? In this sandbox experience. And I know that you all have done that. Some of you have participated in that, and maybe that's something that we can do again. This as the playground for us to begin to raise our vibration, right? Collapse into something new isn't just for this community. When we do that collectively for this community, what happens to you? Your vibration is elevated. Your thoughts begin to turn towards possibility, towards love, towards connection, towards hope. So what you do here begins to impact your life, your experience. But you didn't have to get out of the rut of your story. Tricky, tricky, tricky. This is how we collapse into a higher possibility, by doing it together. So here's the good news. You don't have to wait to feel better before you can imagine better. You don't have to wait to feel better before you can imagine better. You can borrow the vision of this community. We can borrow the vision of this community to raise our vibration. And when we look beyond the horizon together, look out towards somewhere over the rainbow, that raising of our vibration creates something bigger than fear. Creates something more powerful than anger and worry. So my invitation to all of us for this week and beyond is let's use this community as our sacred sandbox. To dream, to vision, to practice higher living. And if this is, you only come here, like today's your first day, if you've only come here a couple of times, you are welcome to play. And I can say that officially, I'm a member. I feel brand new. I've been doing this for 25 years. I feel brand new being a new member here. It is, I almost started crying too, Reverend Bonnie. And we're doing that, building a vision here, not because we're escaping our lives. Let's be clear. I'm not talking about escapism, but because we're shaping our lives. We're shaping our vision. We're shaping our ability to imagine. Belinda and I are listening to, what is it? Prosperity Plus, Mary Morrissey. I know the class is taught here sometimes, so we're listening to the CDs in the car. And she talks about, well, some people think, I don't have a very good imagination. And she says, well, yeah, wait until your kid doesn't come home at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're imagining sirens and hospitals and car wrecks. You have a really good imagination. When are you engaging it? When are you engaging it? But we're doing it not because we're escaping our lives, but because we are shaping our lives. Together, my community, together we are shaping and shifting our energy. And by turning our collective gaze beyond the horizon, by turning our collective gaze out over the rainbow, we collapse into love. Namaste.
I love being fed when Yvette speaks. So practitioners and anyone else who would like to add their higher vision around this room and just encapsulate all the rest of us that are sitting here, feel free. And so I love that idea of being mid-creation. So just settle into that idea. Picture the goo and just let it envelop you. Feel the safety of the cocoon ready to expand out of it. Know that Spirit is in and through every aspect of that process. And just allow yourself to breathe it and to feel it and to know it on a deep level. And then from that space, open your heart and your mind to the focus that you want to collapse into more fully. We have an amazing community here of people that support and love each other through all kinds of experiences. And so I'm excited as we bring in new members so they get to be part of this experience as well. And I'm excited as we fill each and every person who comes through these doors with love, support, and energy, acceptance, an awareness of their wholeness, of the Spirit of God within them that is expressing as them, because I know each person then goes out into the world, lets that little lamp of light shine, and sits in support or stands in support of others in our greater community and in our greater world. And it is through these methods that we allow the love that we seek to experience to move in and through us. So just feel that movement of love and hope, faith and joy as it moves through you. Feel it uplift you. Raise your eyes, your imaginary eyes, or even open them and look up. Feel the difference as we look beyond the horizon, knowing that all good is waiting to be experienced and expressed. We allow ourselves to feel it, to know it, and to be it as we release these ideas, these thoughts, and these feelings into that great law, the spiritual one mind of all, and let it be. And so it is.
So this is a song that is what comes as we're moving into possibility. As we're moving into possibility, this is the song that will hopefully inspire you. I'm not doing that. Hopefully inspire you. This is called Everything New by Daniel Nahman. So imagine that you are now getting out of the rut and we are moving into possibility. Bring it on, everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, and I'm through waiting, and I'm through hoping against all hope. And I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. I think I finally learned, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I'm through grieving, and I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. And no more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time, so bring it on. If you know, sing it with me. Everything new, everything different, everything true, everything true. I'm ready. I am ready for the next thing to do. Next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I've survived many times before, broken hearts and slamming doors. I'll be alright, yes I will once more, just as I did back then. I'm gonna rise again, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. Bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new.
Welcome on board officially to our 4 new members. Thank you, Yvette, Belinda, Nancy, and Steve. Where'd Steve go? I saw him somewhere. There he is, right in front of me. Yay, welcome on board to everybody. Something new. We're going to sing that again, I hope, because I like that chorus. Well, now is the time that we consider giving back to this amazing center that supports all this joy, this vision, this newness in our lives. And so please, just wait till I get done with the blessing. Thank you. First of all, I want to let you know that 10% of everything that comes through the center this month is going to Casa de Peregrinos. And their mission is to end hunger while providing mobile pantries and resources that build strong, diverse, and inclusive relationships and partnerships in our community. So we're grateful for all that they do as well. So let's bless your offering, or bless your blessing, your hand that's going to bless the plate as it comes around. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, and me. And remember, you can put prayer requests in there as well. Let's sing our song.
Hang on a second. Transpose backward to where we want to be. There we go.
I am so glad. are so blessed in this community. And I'm grateful for all that flows through here, whether it's in the form of money, love, talent, treasure, all of the different things that come through us that we share out with the larger community and the world. We are blessed and we are a blessing. And so it is. Thank you. And don't forget that there are practitioners to pray with you after the service. If there's something new you want support in, see them and they will support you in that. What are we singing out today?
Let there be peace.
Let there be peace. So please stand if you're able, and we'll sing the peace song. So carry that peace with you, that love, and please stay and have food with us. And if you'd like, stick around for the town hall and the board meeting. Have a wonderful week. Thank you.